Alright, what's going on, guys? So today we're going to do a little Q&A. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I just posted on my Instagram story a Q&A box a couple hours, only 3 hours ago. So I already got a decent amount of responses already, so we're just going to run through it right now and let's do it. So, first question. What do I do? What do you do for a living? So I do online coaching primarily. That's how I make most of my money. I also just started taking on in-person clients, but I'm probably not going to have too many of those. I don't want to. I just want to keep it pretty small. And I also do content and bodybuilding stuff, right? So I make some money doing that too. Okay, what is the end goal? Will you stay natural your whole career? Yeah, most likely I'm going to be staying natural for my entire career of bodybuilding, but like I've always said in past videos, I'll never say never, but for now, yeah, I'm going to stay natural. End goal is to be known or recognized as one of the best natural bodybuilders in the world ever. So that's the goal, and that's what we're chasing. Maintaining mass and muscle after a bulk into a cut. Okay, so a few variables that we want to remember as we transition into a cut from a bulk to maintain our muscle. The number one most important thing is, the most important thing is probably going to be training performance. So making sure that we are still training with good execution and good intensity. That's going to be the driving force of maintaining our muscle mass. Now, your strength inevitably will start to decrease a little bit, especially if you're doing a contest prep and you're getting really, really shredded, like 5% body fat shredded. You're going to decrease in strength a little bit. It's going to happen. But for the most part, you really, really want to try to maintain your level of strength the best you can. Okay, I was just watching my video back, and I do want to mention and emphasize the fact that you shouldn't go in to a cut or a contest prep thinking, okay, I'm going to get weaker and I'm going to lose strength. You should always have the mentality of, okay, I can still maintain my strength, I can still progress. Like even myself right now, for most of the lifts that I have, that I had in at the beginning of my cut to now, where I'm like halfway through it now, I've still been able to maintain or get stronger and keep progressing for most of my lifts. I would say there are definitely a handful that have gotten a little bit weaker. Like I can't deadlift as much, I can't barbell row as much, I can't pendulum squat as much, but there's a lot of exercises that I still am progressing with. So just understand and go in with that mentality of, okay, I'm not going to get weaker. So maintain your level of strength, maintaining your execution, maintaining your intensity. That's going to be very important. Also, keeping enough protein in, right? So most people recommend at least a gram of protein per pound of body weight. I go a little bit higher with my clients. My coach also goes a little higher for me as well. So I'd say anywhere from 1 to 1.5 grams per pound of body weight, protein per pound of body weight would be ideal. And then also, what else? If you are doing, this is just bulked into cut, but if you are doing a contest prep, or if you're prepping, maintaining muscle, I would say going slower or slowing your rate of loss towards the end of your cut is also going to be advantageous for you. So if you start by losing 3 pounds a week or 2 pounds a week, whatever it is, towards the end, if you are starting to get super, super lean, like I said, the 5% body fat lean, you'll want to start slowing that rate of loss down as you get closer to that end of the cut. I think there's probably more. I just can't think of anything else right now. So those are a few ones. How is my mental health? My mental health is great. I've never really had any problems with mental health my entire life, so very thankful for that. Full day of eating, I just did a video on that 2 videos ago. You can go watch that. what is my calorie intake on a cut? So my calorie intake on a cut is gonna change as I go throughout my cut. So it's not always gonna be, 2,000 calories or whatever it is. I started losing weight at 3,500 calories, and now I'm at around 2,500 calories. So it changes. Hablas Espanol. Sí, hablo un poquito español porque tengo 3 años en la escuela para español, estudiar español y también yo trabajo en el restaurante con, con amigos de México y con amigos hablas español y sí. So, yes, I do speak Spanish a little bit. Do you plan on all the? I've scrolled past like 5 different answers already about do I plan on hopping on gear? No, I'm not planning on hopping on gear yet. Let's see, general and mental feelings on the bulk, and now on the cut. How has your perspective shifted? That's a good question. Okay, so actually, yeah, this is a good question that I touch on a lot with the clients that I have, or just people that DM me in general. So a lot of people, well, any phase in bodybuilding, or if you're in any fitness journey, right? So whether you're bulking or cutting or just gaining muscle, gaining weight, losing weight, right? There's going to be negatives always. But I think that people, especially for competitors in like social media and in general, so many people have problems with mental health when they start bulking or cutting because they're just always looking at the negatives, right? And don't get me wrong, there's definitely a lot of shitty parts about both bulking and cutting, right? When we're bulking, I'm putting on a little bit more fat on my face, and I'm force feeding myself every night, and I might feel lethargic, right? There's shitty parts about it. And for cutting, likewise, there's shitty parts about cutting. I don't feel as strong in the gym. My stomach's telling me that I'm hungry, and I can't eat anymore because I'm trying to cut, right? And I think that too many people always look at the negatives and the bad parts, the hard parts about whatever phase they're in. Whereas what I've learned over the years is there's always gonna be positives as well to those negatives. And if you focus all of your mindset on those positives and what's great about those phases, it's gonna make your life a lot easier, right? So when I'm bulking, I'm not thinking about how it sucks and all the things that suck. I'm thinking about how, wow, I can get so much stronger. I'm filling out my clothes. I don't have to restrict my food. I can eat as much as I want, more than I want, but I can eat as much as I want. And then for cutting, dude, like I'm not thinking about all the tough parts about dieting. I'm thinking, wow, I don't have to force feed right now. Wow, my face is getting leaner, my body's getting more defined and more vascular, and I feel healthier, right? So I think everyone can benefit by just looking at the positives and stop always fucking focusing on the negatives. I think that's what too many people do that, not only in just bodybuilding and fitness, but also in the entire their entire life, right? So focus on the positives of whatever phase you're in, and that'll make your life a lot easier, okay? I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Do you think you can get your IFBB Pro card naturally? Yes, I do. Number of years training, about 11 now. What motivates you to keep going? I just want to be the best. That's really it. What are your thoughts on Daddy Aola cat controversy? I don't like people that abuse animals. I'm not even a big cat guy. I love dogs, but cats too. If you're abusing cats, I don't like you. Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson asked, how big is it? It's big enough, Ben. It's big enough. He also said, Ben Johnson also asked, do you like men? No, Ben, I don't like men. Same question, different phrase. Ben also asked, are you gay? No, I'm not gay, Ben. Also, Ben, never feel free to answer any of my questionnaires ever again. Just never. Age, I'm 24. Kill, fuck, marry, pancakes, waffles, French toast. I'll come back to that one. I don't. Marry pancakes, fuck French toast, killing waffles. I don't like waffles. Do you believe in partials or full range of motion? I believe in both. High carb, low fat versus high fat, low carb. Which one will you choose? I prefer, from what I've done in the past, I prefer a little bit lower fat, higher carb, but that doesn't mean that's what you should do. All of our bodies are different, and what works for me that may not work for you, so try it yourself. How do you optimize sleep? I just did a video on that as well. Tits or ass? God made both for a reason. We're going to embrace both for a reason. Do you do flexing content for money? Not privately. I basically flex for money on social media. I'm not going to do it privately for you, though. PEDs. No, I'm not doing PEDs. What made you choose AJ Morris? I found AJ Morris back in college with my buddy, and I don't know. Because I hired him in 2021. That was the first time I hired him, and it was just whenever he posted Instagram, I just loved the way he trained. I loved the way he talked, his mentality, and I knew that from his results he could get people absolutely shredded, absolutely peeled. So I knew that he was the right guy back in 2021, and now 3 years later, he's definitely proven himself as one of the best natural bodybuilding coaches in the world. So definitely made the right choice, and I think it's just his mentality and the way he presents himself. He's awesome. He's a really great guy. So will I ever take your man? You guys love that, huh? New split, please. I just posted the whole thing to my Instagram. Are you in school? I graduated in 2022. I don't even understand. What is one thing that you came across that flipped your life around? One thing, so that's a good question too. I think the biggest thing that I've realized as I've gotten older is how important who you surround yourself with is. So I was lucky early on. I had a great friend group growing up when I was really young, but as I came to college and everything, picking who I spent time with and I was around is a big part of who I am today. So I met a handful of guys through my fraternity that I became really good friends with, that I lived with for a long time. And everyone that I've lived with out in Arizona since I came here, they've all made me a better person and a more productive person. And I think that goes a long way. And then even into everyone that I've come across, the people that you come across and choose to have in your life. So even my coach, AJ, he 100% flipped my life around when I hired him in 2021. And that obviously bodybuilding has become my entire life, career. Same thing with my training partner, Tommy, and we train also with Ryan too. So, I mean, those guys elevate who I am as a bodybuilder and as a person. And then same goes for all the people that I've lived with, my roommate now. I think that's the biggest thing that will change your life is, finding people that will make you better. That will flip your life around and change everything. So yeah, that's a good question. Favorite cheat meal? I don't even care anymore. I don't even think about cheat meals anymore now that I'm cutting. What else we got? There's a lot of good ones. Is it hard to be on different time zones than your coach on prep or on comp? Yeah, not really, because he has me check in right at when I go to bed, and right when I wake up, he'll send me my check-ins, so it's not that hard at all. Cardio choice for assisting with fat loss, walking, and this prep I've been doing the recumbent bike. How long do you rest in between your sets? I got this question asked a couple days ago. I never count, never track how long my rest times are. I go when I feel ready. Now, the one thing I do make sure is I don't want my cardiovascular to be a limiting factor in my set. So I'm gonna make sure I have my breath again, right? But I'm not gonna count. I need to do 4 minutes in between sets, right? Sometimes I need more or less depending on the exercise, depending how far I am into the workout. But as long as I'm ready to go again, I go. Let's see. S-tier supplements. S-tier supplements for natural bodybuilding. I don't think there's any supplement for natural bodybuilding that's world changing, but protein powder is probably a good one if you need protein. Creatine, MYPROTEIN, code Brinkz. Fish oil, omega-3 is a good one as well. Intra-workout, I don't know, but I don't really think there's any crazy special supplement out there for natural bodybuilding. Height, I'm 5'7", or at least that's what I'm telling you I am. Hardest exercise in my program, SLDL, stiff leg deadlifts for sure. And let's just do one more. What's my favorite part about Arizona? My favorite part about Arizona is what most people's least favorite part about Arizona is, which is the heat. 100, 110, 120 degree weather. That is my favorite part about Arizona. And let's make that one it, yeah? Or, okay, let's do one more. All right, last question. Moses, how long do you see yourself bodybuilding for? I honestly see myself competitive bodybuilding for probably another 10 to 15 years. I probably wouldn't go past 15 more years. Reason being is, like this prep especially, right? Like, this is my entire life for the next 8 months or whenever I compete. I don't even know how many days it is or months, but it's this is ultra time consuming. Every part of my day revolves around sleep, training, cardio, whatever, eating. It's all bodybuilding right now, and I love it. That's why I picked this as my career. It's why I do what I do. But man, there's gonna be a point where, dude, I have a wife and kids, and you can't put yourself first, right? I don't think you can't. In bodybuilding, you have to put yourself first. If you're competitive bodybuilding, like, your priority is number one. Everything is your food and your diet and your recovery. Everything, down to the fucking minute of your day, everything is bodybuilding. And once you bring another human life into this world and you have a family, it's no longer just about you. So, and I want to do that before 40, hopefully. So, because I'm 24, like I said. So, I think by 40, I'll probably for sure be done. But maybe even sooner than that, man. Just kind of depends on what happens. But like I said, dude, this is something that bodybuilding's it's a marathon, but you can't do this forever. You can't competitive bodybuild forever. And yeah, I think 10 to 15 years probably be where I end up hanging it up. But we'll see. So that's basically it for the video. I think I'm going to cap it at that. Hope you guys enjoyed all of those answers. Hope you guys learned something. And if you guys liked the video, then drop a comment and I might do another one if you enjoyed it. Alright, so I'll see you guys later. Get fucking big and see ya.